Hello everyone, good day to all of you all. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit. Uh, Once again, we have touched an all-time high, or new all-time high rather, on the Nifty and on the Sensex. Primarily driven by certain positive news on the COVID front. Secondly, with some very bold and decisive steps taken by the RBI under the guidance of the Finance Ministry to open up banking license process and let large conglomerates come and have controlling stake on the on certain banks which are listed, maybe mid-size and small size. There are, both positive and negative on this. First of all, I think if you ask me as a devil's advocate, we already have two fresh cases of Punjab and Sindh Bank. And of course, we have cases of Lakshmi Vilas Bank. Uh, we know what has happened. Secondly, there is huge competition. Thirdly, we know what is the health of public sector banks. It was bad, it is improving gradually. We need to be very, very careful when we open up banking sector with these kind of, large changes. There has to be, extreme scrutiny in terms of fit and proper, and more importantly, corporate governance. I hope the panel would have done due understanding of this and would have come out with the. However, it is a welcome step, and I hope it will only make the banking sector even much more stronger as we go forward. So you have names flying around. You have Shriram Transport, you have Ujjivan, you have IDFC Bank, you have names like IndusInd Bank, you have names like M&M Financial, Bajaj Finance. But these are all, subjective, likely possibility if the clarity comes in terms of decision for issuing banking license to large Indian corporates. And I think you have right from the Tatas to the Birlas to the Reliance Ambanis to the Mahindra Group wanting to take advantage of that. But let's give it some time in terms of who gets what and who does not get what, because clarity is something that we need even more. But I'm sure that banking sector will come out much more stronger. On the market front, well, 13,000 and more is a possibility for on the index, on the Sensex also. 44, 500 and beyond is a possibility, but all that will come with a little bit of patience. I'm sure that once Nifty touches 13,000, which we are very close to, you will have profit booking. And it is only desirable to do so. I spoke to all of you all last week. I remain extremely positive. The only another reason for worry is the growing number of COVID cases in couple of states, starting with Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. We have issues with Delhi, along with the stubble burning pollution contributing to the health. So, I hope that wisdom prevails upon the upon Indians, and I hope that they act responsibly and do whatever is being told by the respective state governments in their respective states. But this is a fear. On the flip side, we have some positive news in form of the Serum Institute gaining some amount of success with respect to the vaccine, which is much more suitable for the Indian subcontinent. And let me say this, that finding vaccines by BioNTech, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, etc. is a positive news. But we must not forget that there is a logistic nightmare also involved in terms of how to transport it, how to store it, and then finally how to give it to the people who need it the most. So I think there are positive and negatives. One needs to watch out. But I will be more excited if an Indian-based pharma company comes out with a suitable vaccine which is favoring the climatic conditions that India has. We all know, storing a vaccine at minus 60 and 70 degree is extremely difficult because we don't have the infrastructure as of now. But I hope that we'll gain success as we go forward from here on. And going forward, another point of worry is, of course, the rising crude oil prices. But I don't expect huge rise in the crude oil prices. And we also had the report from the International Agency Energy that consumption of crude or crude prices are likely to be remain in a favorable zone, not spiral too much. So if I have to put all these ingredients together and look at the market, maybe 13,000 could be the top in the near term. We may consolidate, come down, see some profit booking. Uh, Opportunities will lie along with private sector banks with this news flow of bank licenses. I think stronger NBFCs should be there. So I would possibly look at Bajaj Finance, M&M Financial Services, Shriram Transport Finance, Cholamandalam Investment, etc. Stronger names. In terms of private sector banks, that focus will always be there. Consumption, pharma, IT, metals, cement. These are the primary themes, along with consumer durable and consumer discretionary, that you should possibly have on your radar. Don't venture out into unknown small cap names. Stick with large cap and select few credible mid cap names in suitable sectors. And I think that's where you will have immense opportunity to invest and create wealth for yourself over a longer period of time. But I remain positive. I don't see any huge immediate downside in terms of profit booking or any negative news flow either from the local or the global front. But I hope that flows in terms of FIs and domestic will stay very stronger. And as we conquer new heights, we will be making ourselves even much more stronger to sustain at those higher levels and gain newer highs. Until next week, friends, see you, take care, bye bye, and invest wisely. Thank you very much.